Xbox executives, they comment on the Xbox price raises. Looks like a game has been leaked that is coming to the service. We also have some more information about the Halo game, the next one that's coming out. Battlefield 6, in terms of their pre-orders and sales, is pretty massive so far. So I think that's going to be an insanely big launch for the service. Sony is sunsetting some features, and we have some other news here about Knights of the Old Republic. What is happening here with the remake? Now, before we do get into it, if you do enjoy daily gaming news and content, make sure to hit the subscribe button, share this video, like it, all of that great stuff. For now, let's get into the news. So obviously the talk around gaming over the last couple of days has been Xbox Game Pass. I've seen the comments on my video. You can't even try to explain what's going on with the service and give your personal perspective. People just want you to be yelling at the camera angrily at the price raises. And as I've said, I don't like the price raises. I think a lot of people will unsubscribe to the service, but there are people who use the service all the time who will still find the value in the $30 a month, especially if they are playing the day one games. There is still value to be had there. And if you enjoy some of the things they've added, then that also adds to the service. Now, in terms of Xbox, a lot of people are thinking that if there's enough pushback, they may go back on their pricing. I don't see it. It would be super cool if it happened. I would love to see it happening, but I don't see it happening, similar to what we saw with Xbox Gold. And the reason I say that is because this announcement and this campaign, you can see there's a huge marketing campaign around it. Millions of dollars have probably went into it. When it was Xbox Live Gold, it was basically just an announcement that was sent out very randomly. I think even like GameStop or something got an announcement that they were increasing Xbox Live Gold. They didn't add anything to the service, so that was very easy to go back on. With this one, they've added things, they've changed tiers, they've added marketing, all of this stuff. I'm sure they've done deep analysis and analytics on the back end just on how many customers they're going to lose off of this, and they've made the decision that this is what they're going to go ahead with. And there is some more info here from an Xbox executive defending these Game Pass changes, which leads me as well to believe they are set here. This is the future. If you want to stay subscribed to Game Pass, these are the prices. And of course, there's other ways you can get cheaper prices, but these are the prices that they're going to be setting. And this will be the way forward as they are defending the Game Pass changes. This comes via The Verge, talking to the director of gaming and platform communications, Dustin Blackwell, saying here that price bumps are never fun. And his quote is, "We understand price increases are never fun for anybody, but we're trying to reinforce by adding more value to these plans as well. It's something we don't take lightly, and we're listening to the feedback of players in the community to try to provide them with more of what they are asking for." So he's just insinuating here they added these things because apparently community was asking for these things. I don't know who was asking for the Fortnite stuff and for the Ubisoft classics, but apparently people were. But I also wonder if he's also saying here that they are currently listening and will make more changes to the service. Not necessarily the price, but maybe they'll make more changes in terms of the things that are included in each tier of Xbox Game Pass. You never know. This is always changing. I mean, we've seen it now over the last couple of years with the second time they've completely revamped and changed up Xbox Game Pass with the pricing, but also just what's available in the tier. So maybe that again will happen in the future. And I've made a video giving my opinion. I talked about the things that were added yesterday. People seem really angry. So unless I'm yelling at the camera, I feel like there's no point in me continuing talking about the price changes. People are going to be pissed regardless. And there will be people out there that think that the value is still there and they'll still stay subscribed, which is what they should do. You determine for your own personal self how you want to spend your money. No one else should be telling you what to do with it. Now, they are adding more games. They did say 75 plus games going forward, day one games. Now, this isn't a day one game. This has been accidentally leaked here, but this will be one. If you haven't played it, I got this on day one. I think it is a good game. This is Mortal Kombat 1. Looks like it is coming over here to Xbox Game Pass. At least if you just want to play through the campaign, it may be worth it, even if you're not into the whole online thing. Every time I play fighting games online, I just get demolished. So I kind of am short-lived on that. But they showed a picture here, and they have Mortal Kombat 1 in the picture for Xbox Game Pass. So it looks like Mortal Kombat 1 will be coming over to the subscription service. This would not be surprising at all. as I believe the reports are they're not really working on this game anymore. So now would be a time to kind of revitalize it and get more people to play it and drop it into Xbox Game Pass servers. Definitely worth the play though if it does get that official announcement. I'm guessing this is a part of the next announcement that they will be putting out. Everybody still wants to know what's coming next for Halo. Halo CE Remake is the one that most people have landed on. That is the more logical step here from what we have seen, especially when they showed off Unreal Engine 5 and they showed off the original Master Chief armor all updated and shiny and new in Unreal Engine 5. And it looks like we have more confirmation here. It's still a claim, it's still a rumor, but Virtuos, which is a phenomenal studio, they made the Oblivion remaster, which has me more excited about this. The Halo CE remake is in development. I will play through this. I've played Halo CE so many times, but I'll play through this again. I do kind of wish we were going to be getting like a Halo 2 remake rather than Halo CE because we've already had the anniversary edition. But hey, if they build it from the ground up, it could be something pretty beautiful here with Unreal Engine 5. But we have this here. Virtuous Abstraction is helping on Halo Combat Evolved with hybrid engine claims. Insider, this is Rebs Gaming here, who has claimed it on his YouTube channel. They say the claim first was made by Halo-centric YouTuber Mr. Rebs. In the video seen above, they claim that the remake is in development with Abstraction Virtuous Studios out of the Netherlands. Furthermore, the remake will use a hybrid engine similar to this year's Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered, which they did a great job with that. So that gives me a lot of confidence that this will end up being good. And I say after Mr. Epps' claim, Xbox Arrow went on and backed it up by saying one of their sources also confirmed it. And they mentioned that Halo Studios is the lead on the project, so it isn't an outside project. They're just working here with Virtuos. We should hear more about this and get the official announcement on October 24th, 2025 at the Halo World Championship, as they have said they will be giving us an update on what is in the works for the future of the franchise of Halo. So I'm thinking Halo Combat Evolved coming next year. We know Phil hinted at that at the showcase, that it wasn't one of the games that was going to be added to the crazy lineup that is coming from their first parties next year. This will be, I think, the game that sits in there as we wait for the full-fledged next entry into the Halo series. I would assume coming with the release of the next console, the next generation. I guess that would be their plan. But yeah, I'm down for that. I'll play it. Hopefully they add in some multiplayer and stuff, and that will be pretty cool to jump into. Other first-person shooter that is coming out that is going to be massive is going to be Battlefield 6, and we're already hearing some crazy numbers on this game. I do think this will compete with Call of Duty. I don't think it will outsell it, but we are getting back to that era of Battlefield, Call of Duty going at each other, especially because Call of Duty has kind of stagnated over the last few years. Black Ops 7 beta's out right now. If you want to go try it out, I'm going to be jumping into that. And Battlefield 6, we have some estimated pre-orders and how much they're expecting to sell within the first week. So right now, it's reportedly has an estimated 1.7 million in pre-orders and expecting to sell 5 million in the first week. And obviously, even after the first week, this will continue to sell pretty well here. This is a report from the games business that reveals a couple of new statistics from the data firm Ampere Analysis. And according to Ampere, Battlefield 6 is already 1.7 million copies pre-ordered on Steam alone. That's just Steam. You got to think about Xbox, got to think about PlayStation. Add those together, and there's significantly more than the 1.7 million, I would assume here. And they further predict that it will hit 5 million units sold within its first week. And other notable statistics shared report that Newzoo's estimate that the beta was played by 25 million people. And again, 5.1 million. It's a lot of sales, but it's not 25 million. Will it ever hit that number? I can see it hitting 25 plus million sales of this game throughout its lifespan if it just continues to be successful and continues to bring out the content and the excitement that is surrounding it. I think one of the big things that is helping Battlefield 6, aside from it actually being a good game from what we've played in the beta, is that the disappointment of 2042 is so large for a lot of people. When the beta for Battlefield 6 dropped, it was the complete opposite feeling. If you remember the beta for 2042, it was like, what is going on here with Battlefield? The game is broken. It doesn't work. Battlefield 6 was the exact opposite. People were thinking that this thing is pretty much ready to go here. Just needs polishing, a couple of changes here and there, but the game plays well, phenomenally fun. So that's why this one is going to do very, very good. All right, we have a couple of more things here. Sony news, as well as Knights of the Old Republic remake. images are appearing. So we will take a look at that. Well, we'll start with that one there. So if you're a fan of Knights of the Old Republic, this is the pretty much the first real RPG that got me into RPGs that I could fully understand. I played ones before, but when this game came out, I played it on the OG Xbox, and it has a very special place in my heart. When they said they were making a remake, I got excited. Then we've heard all of the issues with it. I'm less excited because I don't want them to ruin it. I'm kind of worried that they're going to end up ruining this game, and it's going to just destroy my nostalgia for it. But we do have some images here that are appearing online. The game is still in development, and it is going to be coming out. And we can see this. This is, by the way, of an artist who worked for Aspyr at the time that the studio was handling the remake, and they've shared their portfolio. And you can just see kind of the weapons and stuff, and some of the art that they are going for. It looks shiny and new, of course. And this is what you can kind of expect here from the remake. A beautiful coat of paint. I'm okay if they leave most of the stuff the same. We'll see how they improve upon the mechanics and they improve upon the actual gameplay of it if they do end up doing a lot of that. But the graphics and the art, you can bet, is going to have a really nice overhaul, which is something that I am excited to see. All right, so we have a couple of PlayStation things here. First of all, PlayStation is sunsetting some PS4 services for their new titles in the spring of 2026. This comes via Insider Gaming. And they say here that documentation sent to Insider Gaming says that PlayStation is to start sunsetting legacy PSN features for the PlayStation 4 in the spring of 2026. So this is the stuff that will be going away. If you're still on PS4, you're going to have to move on from this because it'll be gone. The activity feed web API, title small storage, title user storage, user and profiles, word filters, and shared media web API. And they say these services are designed to provide a more unified and scalable foundation across console generations. Now, this console was released in 2013. We are still getting PS4 games. We're still getting last generation games. We are now in 2025, 5 years into the console generation. It's kind of about time we start moving on from the last gen. I still think PS4 is going to last a few more years. It'll be similar to what happened with the PS2, just because they're probably still a relatively large install base. When you have over 100 million consoles sold, you still have lots of money to be made from that platform, and PlayStation knows that. So we will still see more cross-gen stuff, but you can see them slowly trying to get rid of it. At least in the next 2 years, I think it'll finally be over there for the PS4. Pretty crazy how long that console has lasted. And we will see when the final nail in the coffin is for the console and the platform itself. And finally, PlayStation revealed their top most downloaded games in September of 2025. When I say people don't use PlayStation to play exclusives, I know there hasn't been one recently. I mean, we'll see how Ghost of Yote does. I think it'll sell decently well, but in general, PS5 this gen, because the exclusives have been few and far between from their first party, this is a multiplayer console. This is a third party console, I should say. The top downloaded games here in Canada, top 5, NBA 2K26, Borderlands 4, EA Sports FC 26, Hollow Knight, Silksong, and then Madden 26. Crazy that there are 3 sports games in the top 5, and you keep going down here and more sports games, NHL, college football. Got Helldivers 2 in there, which isn't even an exclusive anymore. You still have Xbox games in here, Forza Horizon 5 as a top downloaded game still, which shows how successful that franchise is, and no matter where and when they release it, it will sell millions of copies. That's in the US and Canada. In the EU, FC 26, which is not a shocker, Hollow Knight, Silksong, Borderlands 4, NBA 2K26, and then Dying Light, The Beast. You have Forza Horizon 5 and Minecraft in there as well. And surprisingly, even NHL 26, even I know it's new, it just dropped, but even in the EU, it's in the top. As a Canadian, that's interesting for me because I do play the NHL games. But yeah, those are the top games, not a single first party exclusive PlayStation game in sight. And I guess you would have to ask, well, which one would they be playing right now? We'll see next month with Ghost of Yote how all that does. The game will sell well. Ghost of Yote will be a chart topper in some way. Maybe not number 1, but it will be up there. I would venture out there to take a guess on that one. But on the video there, if you did enjoy this video, hit that thumbs up. If you're new here, hit that subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.